Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is December 15th, 2015, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the economic calendar today, we've got a bunch of numbers coming out. First, we've got a German ZWE number coming out at 11:30 South African time. That's 11:30 a.m. this morning. And then at 12 o'clock, we have a Euro number coming out. That's a production number coming out. And then coming out from the United States at 3:30, it's a CPI number, also a inflationary number coming out in the afternoon. And then much later this evening at 6:45 South African time, we have Governor Polos from Canada speaking, so that should affect the Canadian dollar. We'll look at that as well. Looking at the markets, well, you know, Mondays sometimes are a surprise, and yesterday was a case in point. We rallied from 1.9955, as you can see here. Let's take a shorter graph and look at that. We came in yesterday, and then we rallied right up to the top. So this was beautiful. I mean, this was perfect, very technical trading. We hit support at 109.55, and then we rallied to 110.30ish level. That's about an 80 pip rally. We came in about half of that, which is a little bit misleading, but then we came right back early this morning, late last night. So we're above 110. That's a major number for the Euro USD. The Dow Jones was initially tanked in the morning and then rallied in the afternoon. But, you know, we look like we're above 110, and we're going to stay that way. It looks like it. When we challenge it several times and we finally break it up on the high side, you know, and there's a little bit of a bar there above the red line of 110, maybe we could still stay above it. So I'd be looking for increased volatility in this. I don't want to celebrate too soon because the FOMC is coming up with a statement on Wednesday, so that should rattle the markets as well. So as far as the euro is concerned, it's trading, and there's a lot of trading going on there. Looking at this is the USD Rand. Yesterday we gapped down, as you can see here, which was favorable for the Rand. We rallied off the open, that fade, an initial fade off the rally, and now we're right back down to 15.13. That's way lower than 16. That's about 100 pips lower than 16. So that's a good sign. The question is, where do we go from here? If we do continue to sell off, I could definitely see ourselves going back to 14.55, and this was also just a response to President Zuma's firing of the finance minister. Let's see what and how we could shape up the economy in South Africa. It is a little bit scary with how much it's depreciated over the past year, 2 years, 3 years even. So I'd keep an eye on the USD Rand to see how it's going to rally right back or not. Looking at the Dow Jones yesterday, oops, we kind of lost the Dow Jones. Just bear with me. Here we go. The Dow Jones, looking at the Dow Jones, we bounced quite hard yesterday. We sold off initially, as you can see, to 17,088, and then we rallied right back. So we're trading at 17,291. Still, again, shy of our all-time highs of about 1,000 points higher. The question is where do we go from here? As you can see, there was a wall at this 17,850 right here. The question is how far can we go up from here? And that remains to be seen. And we'll have to really see, you know, where we're holding in terms of this new range that we're trading in. So I would say we're trading in this mega range of 17,050, okay, at about this point, and then on the upside, right at about 17,850, 880 here. So this is really the new range that we're trading in, which is a huge range. But I'd like to see what's going to happen with the Fed announcement later on this week and how that's going to play a factor in the strength of the U.S. economy. Looking at oil here, oil still bounced a little bit yesterday. As you can see, it bounced about $1, but still very, very weak. I mean, $36 a barrel. That's really hitting the across the board. In general, the commodities are weak. I can't go over every commodity symbol, but if we look at natural gas, it's trading lower than $1. Coffee's been very weak. Brent, and if you look here on the side, you'll see most of the other commodities that are trading. This is for example natural gas, and look at that. I mean, it's unbelievable. This thing used to trade about $1 higher, and it looks like it's just being sold off. There's just so much supply in the world right now that things have been selling off and selling off. And I don't remember when it's been this low, honestly, below $1. That's really something that's colossal. So, the bottom is at $1. How much further could we go? But every time we say that, we go further down. And this is obviously affecting the Russian government because most of their production in the world is commodities. So, what I don't want to get into conspiracy theories of what's going on internationally, but ultimately it's weak, okay? And when it's weak, you have the advantage of selling it and taking advantage of the short sale and then buying back at a lower price. And that should be your strategy with the commodities. So just because we don't review it doesn't mean that it's not there and it's not happening. But that's part of my time is limited. So I try to cover the most important things. Looking at gold here, still resistant to going lower than 1060, 1050-ish level. Question is, what's going to happen with the Fed this week? I'd keep an eye on this as well. So those would be my basket of symbols to watch this week. I definitely watch the Dow Jones, the Euro USD, obviously, the oil as it's hitting new lows, and the other commodities that are just falling out of bed, and then keep an eye on gold to see how people will react after the Fed announcement. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.